What you doing, readers? I am the AC. That is Captain the AC. You may be wondering why I'm wearing a pirate hat. Well, you clicked on this video to watch it, so I'm going to assume you know what it's about. It is about this book, One Piece Ace's Story, Volume 1, Formation of the Spade Pirates. Yes, the manga that was originally created by Eiichiro Oda. Still suck at names. But this book was written by Shohinada. It came out on May 5th, 2020. About a month ago. It took a while for it to get shipped here. Oh well. But anyways, what this is about, as you can guess, is Ace. And how he becomes a pirate, how he forms the Spade Pirates, and where it goes on from there. Now, there's only 2 volumes of this, I think, that are going to be made. It originally got published in Japan back in 2020. There was only 2 volumes, and there haven't been any more since. Just now got to the US in English, and the other one comes out later this year. So I'm not exactly sure how much of the story the 2 combined will cover. This one, I feel like covers a lot of time. Doesn't cover that much as I would want. Now, if they made this into as big of a series as I wanted it to be, it would probably just end up like the rest of One Piece and how Luffy's doing. Because they kind of have the same personality a little bit. They have the same backstory a little bit. Just a little. So I feel like their story would kind of be similar. I don't know whose would actually be better. But the other cool thing about a prequel story is ultimately we know how Ace's story ends. If you haven't watched that much of One Piece, kind of weird that you're watching this. Unless you're just into the books alone, which it is a good book. It's really enjoyable. But what it is, it's from Deuce's perspective, which is Ace's right-hand man. Now, how it goes though is Deuce gets trapped on this island called Sixus. It's like this paradise island that people can escape from because of the currents around the island. Eventually he runs into Ace, who also somehow got stranded there. And it pretty much goes on from there. Their devil fruit Ace eats washes up on shore. They share it, but Ace is the first one to take a bite, so he's the one that gets the powers. But Deuce also gets his nickname from Ace, and because, you know, he's second, I guess. Kind of egotistical on Ace's part, I guess. But I guess Ace's real name is Ace. So, you know, if you're going to have a partner, I guess it'll be fitting for them to be Deuce. But as you can guess, they probably get off the island, of course. But then there's a big skip. And the part I was looking forward to, and my favorite part of One Piece, is how they get their crew together. They skip over that. Next time you see them, they're already on the Grand Line. They already have their crew. And, yeah, I was a little disappointed in that. But, like I said, if they did a huge series about this, it could take forever. Especially since Ace has been a pirate longer than Luffy. Maybe not at this point from where Luffy's journey is. But Ace started out as a pirate first. So, man, it could have been a great story. It could have been so long though. So I don't know, maybe this is for the best. Maybe just get the highlights. But it does show a little bit of the crew. There's a guy named Skull, there's another one named Mahal, whose nickname is Teach, and then there's like a little Lynx thing called Kotatsu. And then the rest of the crew isn't mentioned that much, or at least not shown. There are pictures in the back of the book though that show who I assume is the rest of the Spade Pirates. So that's neat. If anything, the extras in this book are definitely worth looking at. The other thing that this volume focuses on, and this is what makes it weird, the only focus, or only other person that gets any focus is someone named Ensign Asuka, some Navy officer who had a bad history with pirates, and she's kind of been after them. She is, I guess, would be the rival of Ace throughout his whole story. But then she shows up in one chapter, kind of does a little bit, so she is pretty strong, and it shows how Ace meets her, and then they don't show her again. It just skips even more of the journey until they get up to the red line before they go to Fisherman Island. They stop at Subodi, I don't know, I suck at names, archipelago, so they can get their ship coded. Then they run into her again. And, you know, it shows they have this rivalry, but it also shows that Asuka knows Ace isn't a bad guy. You know, he's just a pirate. And, you know, he could have just been an adventurer instead of a pirate. But eventually he gets an offer to join the Seven Warlords. He turns it down because he doesn't want to be a part of all that. He wants to be better than the Pirate King. And so he's going to, I guess, eventually go and just take down everyone he can. Kind of what Luffy's going to do. So another reason why doing a whole story on him, I guess, would not be the best idea. But still, more than this was super short. And like I enjoyed it, but I wanted more. I just wanted more. It was so good. It's so short to read. Like, it's only 129 pages, and it's actually a pretty small book. I just wanted more. There could have fit a lot more in. I don't know why. I don't know. It'll be interesting, the planning and reasoning for why they did this the way they did. But it's enjoyable nonetheless. You should check it out if you want. And like I said, the back has a lot of different stuff in it. It has a little bit information on the other people, only pictures of the rest of the crew, but it also shows like a little manga recap of the novel and a manga preview of what's coming, which is always nice to look at because I love manga. But yeah, still wish there's more. What do you think? Have you read this or even heard of it yet? I just happened to find it. But let me know in the comments what you think. But if you like what you heard, then go ahead and like this video. You want to see me talk more about books and other stuff? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can see when I do all that. But until then, thank you for watching. I'm the AC, and bye.